They say marriage is a bed built for two. Nobody tells you how many other people can hide underneath it. This is the story of Adaeze Ume, a woman who thought she knew the exact shape of her husband's heart, and of Kelechi Ume, a man who believed silence was the same thing as protection. What happened between them
would tear apart everything they'd built and reveal a secret so shocking neither of them saw it coming. Stay with me till the end, because this story is not what you think it is.
It always starts small. A phone left behind, a name that flashes across the screen and disappears too fast to read properly. That rainy Lagos night, Adaeze was folding laundry on the bed when Kelechi's phone buzzed on the nightstand. She glanced over, almost by instinct. A name, just a letter, E, no surname, and a message preview that made her stomach twist. Same place, 9 p.m. Don't be late this time. She was still staring at it when the bathroom door opened and Kelechi stepped out, toweling his hair. You're still up, he said, a little too casually. Adaeze set the phone down quickly. Waiting for my husband, she said, keeping her voice light. Old-fashioned of me, I know. He laughed. But it landed half a second too late, and she noticed. She always noticed. I have an early meeting in Ikeja tomorrow, he said, picking up his phone and glancing at the screen. His jaw tightened just slightly before he slipped it into his pocket. Property thing might not be back till late. You've had a lot of property things lately, Adaeze said quietly. Kelechi leaned down and kissed her forehead, avoiding her eyes. Real estate doesn't sleep, my love. He turned off the light. In the darkness, Adaeze lay wide awake beside him. She wouldn't sleep properly again for a long time. The next week, Adaeze met her best friend Chioma at the bank where Kayoma worked during their lunch break. Chioma was the kind of friend who could make you laugh at your own funeral. Sharp blazer, sharper tongue, zero patience for nonsense. So, because one text said same place 9 p.m., you want to turn into Miss Maple? Chioma asked, unwrapping a stick of suya. It's not just a text, Adaeze said. He's KG. He showers the moment he gets home, every single time, like he's washing something off. Or he's washing off Lagos traffic sweat, Chioma said, still teasing. Because this heat is not a joke. Adaeze didn't laugh. I found a receipt, a hotel in Ikeja, GRA. Sunday afternoon, the same Sunday we were supposed to be at your sister's wedding together. He told me he had food poisoning. Chioma's smile faded instantly. She put the suya down. Okay, she said. Now, that's not traffic sweat. Here is where you might think this story is going somewhere predictable. A cheating husband, a wronged wife, a confrontation. But trust me, Lagos doesn't do predictable. This story has turns you will not see coming. My cousin does surveillance work, Chioma said, already pulling out her phone. Repossession, skip tracing, that kind of thing. Cheap, discreet, doesn't ask questions. Chioma, if I do this and I'm wrong, Adaeze started. Chioma gripped her hand. And if you're right and you do nothing, Ada, you deserve to know what you're carrying before it breaks your back.
Enjoying the story so far? Then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new story. Now, let's get back to the story.
9 days. That's how long Adaeze watched, followed, and waited. 9 days of trailing a man she had shared a bed with for 11 years, feeling like he was a stranger she'd matched with on a dating app. On the 9th day, sitting low in the passenger seat of Kayoma's car, with sunglasses on and her heart pounding audibly in her own ears. Adaeze watched Kelechi's car pull up outside a modest bungalow on a quiet residential street. He got out carrying a Ghana must-go bag stuffed with cash and provisions. He knocked. The gate opened. A woman answered, mid-30s, plain wrapper, tired but kind eyes. And then a small boy came running out from behind her, arms wide open. "Daddy!" the boy shouted. Kelechi scooped him up laughing. A full, unguarded laugh Adaeze hadn't heard from her own husband in months. The woman touched his shoulder, smiling at the two of them like she was watching something completely ordinary. In the car, Adaeze went very, very still. There it was. The other woman, the other child, 11 years of marriage, and somewhere in Ikeja GRA, her husband had built an entire second life, with a little boy who called him daddy, like it was the easiest word in the world. "Ada," Chioma whispered, hand over her mouth. "Take me home, Chi," Adaeze said. Her voice was flat, dangerously calm. That night, Adaeze sat alone in the dark living room, a bottle of wine untouched beside her. When Kelechi walked in, still faintly smiling from his visit, his smile disappeared the moment he saw her face. "Ada, you're sitting in the dark," he said carefully. "Who is Ife, Kelechi?" she asked, not looking at him. Silence. Whatever composure he had drained out of him, like water through a crack. "You followed me," he said quietly. "I had to." Adaeze's voice rose, sharp and shaking. "Because my husband showers off guilt every night and calls it property things. Who is that boy calling you daddy in Ikeja?" Kelechi sat down heavily, his head in his hands. "His name is Chidi," he said. "He's 6. A long, terrible silence stretched between them. "He's my son," Kelechi finally said. "Now, this is a part where you think you already know this story. Cheating husband, secret family, wronged wife. But wait, before you make up your mind, there's more. His mother, Ifeinwa. I was with her before you," Kelechi said, the words rushing out now, desperate to be understood. "Before I even knew your name, Ada, we were engaged. Then there was an accident on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. She was 6 months pregnant. She didn't survive it. Chidi did." Adaeze's anger cracked, just slightly, into something far more complicated. "6 years, Kelechi," she said, tears breaking through now. "6 years you let me plan this house, this life, this... and you never once... Because 2 months into us dating, you told me, word for word, I could never raise another woman's child, Kene. I've seen what it does to a home," Kelechi said. "You said it laughing? But I heard you. I believed you. So I hid him. I've been paying Efe, his auntie, to raise him. Every week I go and see my son in secret because I was too much of a coward to test whether you actually meant what you said." Adaeze sank back into her chair, the fury dissolving into grief, guilt, and disbelief all at once. "So all this time," she said, "I thought I was married to a liar and a cheat. And instead, I'm married to a grieving father who didn't trust me enough to find out I might have loved his son too. I didn't want to risk finding out you meant it," Kelechi said, his eyes wet. "It should have ended there. A marriage cracked, but perhaps still mendable. A painful truth, but a survivable one. But the truth in that house had only been half told."
Enjoying the story so far? Then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new story. Now, let's get back to the story.
A sharp knock at the door made them both jump. Adaeze wiped her face and opened it to find Obina, Kelechi's younger brother, freshly back from London, grinning with a bottle of champagne in hand. His smile vanished the moment he saw her tear-streaked face. "Ada, I thought I'd surprise you. What's going on?" he asked. "Obina." "Not now, Biko," Kelechi said, rising, wary. But Obina wasn't looking at his brother. His eyes were locked on Adaeze, and there was something old, unresolved, sitting behind them. "No, you look like someone just told you the truth," he said slowly. "Funny. I came all the way from London to do the same thing." Adaeze's face drained of color. "Because here's something nobody in that room had ever said out loud. Before Adaeze ever wore Kelechi's ring, there had been one summer, 6 years before the wedding, when she was young, unsure of herself, and dangerously close to falling for the wrong brother. "Ada, don't," she warned Obina, low and sharp. "Tell him, don't what, Ada?" Kelechi asked, confusion curdling fast into suspicion. "Ask your wife what happened in London in 2015, brother," Obina said, a bitter smile tugging at his mouth. "Ask her why she really turned down my proposal to focus on herself right before she started dating you 2 months later." Kelechi turned to Adaeze slowly. The lamplight seemed to flicker, or maybe it was just the tension in the room. "Ada, what is he talking about?" he asked, his voice shaking. Adaeze closed her eyes. When she opened them, there were no more tears, only exhaustion and a strange relief that comes when a hidden thing is finally dragged into the light. "Before you came, there was Obina," she said steadily. "Briefly, barely, it ended before it really began. And I never told you, because by the time we fell in love, it felt like ancient history. Something that would only hurt you for nothing." "Barely?" Obina said, stepping closer, wounded pride sharpening his voice. "You wore my ring for 3 weeks, Ada, and I gave it back." Adaeze snapped, turning on him fiercely. "Because I chose your brother, Obina, fully, completely. And I have spent 6 years being faithful to that choice. You don't get to walk in here tonight and blow up my marriage because you're still bitter that I said no to you a decade ago."
Enjoying the story so far? Then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new story. Now, let's get back to the story.
And there it was, not one secret hiding under that roof, but two pressed together in the same bed for years. A husband who hid a son out of fear, a wife who hid a heartbreak out of mercy, a brother who buried his bitterness until it curdled into something meant to destroy. Kelechi let out a long, heavy breath, and then, unexpectedly, almost laughed. 6 years, he said. 6 years I thought I was the only one carrying something. "Kenny," Adaeze started. "Let me finish," he said, not unkindly. "I hid Chidi because I was scared of losing you over something in my past. You hid Obina for the exact same reason." He turned to his brother, still returning to his voice. "And you kept this in your chest for 10 years because you never actually let it go." "I shouldn't have come tonight like this," Obina said quietly, shame finally creeping into his voice. "No, you shouldn't have," Kelechi said flatly. "This was never yours to weaponize, Obina. Take your bottle, go find a hotel. We'll talk when it's not about tearing my house down." Obina hesitated for a moment, then, chastened, picked up the champagne and left without another word. The door clicked shut behind him. Silence settled over the room like dust. Adaeze and Kelechi sat at opposite ends of the same couch, closer than strangers, farther than they'd been in years. Outside, the rain had softened to a light drizzle. I want to meet him, Adaeze said quietly. Chidi. Kelechi looked up, startled. Ada! You don't have to. I said something cruel once, 6 years ago, and it cost your son a mother figure. He could have had this whole time, she said, gentle but certain. I can't undo that, but I can stop being the reason he doesn't have one now. Kelechi's composure finally broke. He reached for her hand, and this time, she didn't pull away. I'm sorry, Ada, he said, his voice thick, for all of it. The showering, the lying, the silence. I'm sorry too, Adaeze said, a small, tired, honest smile finally reaching her face. For the version of me that made you think hiding was safer than trusting me. They say a marriage built on lies eventually collapses under its own weight. Nobody tells you that sometimes it's the collapse itself that finally lets the truth breathe. Adaeze rested her head on Kelechi's shoulder. Upstairs, on the nightstand, his phone lit up one more time. A message from Efe. Chidi asked when he can meet the other mommy. Whenever you're ready. They didn't fix everything that night. Trust doesn't rebuild that fast, and Lagos doesn't hand out easy endings. But for the first time in a long while, they were done sleeping in separate silences. The bed was still theirs. What they filled it with next, they'd finally decide together. On a hotel balcony overlooking Victoria Island, Obinna stood with a drink in his hand, staring out at the city lights. His phone rang. He answered. It didn't work, he said, low and guarded. They're still together. Then we moved to plan B, said the voice on the other end. Calm, calculating, a woman's voice. Kelechi's company has a boardroom vote in 3 weeks, Obinna. Family drama was only ever the appetizer. Obinna's eyes narrowed toward the skyline. Because in Lagos, one bed of lies is never the last.